the universe's map of treasure, or the fundamental map of cosmic radiation. The water in the past Mars. The search for extrasolar planets, which took more than 500 years. There are 3 studies in the field of astronomy to back up the classification of the top 10 breakthroughs from 2000 to 2010, as published in Science, an American publication. When we look back at the first decade of the third millennium, we can see that this is one of the most significant discoveries, those that have altered our perceptions of the world, expanded our understandings, and put a new spin on existing knowledge. There have been 3 celestial bodies results over the past 2 decades in which Italy, without a history, can play the lead role. Science ranks the studies on cosmology of precision second in the top 10 after the genome was discovered. Defines precisely the research that began in 2000 with the boomerang experiment, balloon observations of millimetric extragalactic radiation and geophysics, and was preceded by high-tech satellites like the NASA's WMAP, Wilkinson Microwave Anisotropy Probe, launched in 2003, and the European Space Agency's Planck Observatory, which has been in orbit for approximately a year and a half. The ever-increasing number of images of the Big Bang's residuum radiation, also known as the cosmic map, have allowed scientists to enter the neonated universe, experience the first vagabonds, and discover a description of its formation that is consistent with experimental observations, the theory of inflation, from which fundamental discoveries about the universe's components, including dark matter and energy, and its geometry follow. After the ancient DNA came in at number 3 in the decade's top 10. These are the life stories of Marte. Today, we are certain that Mars has produced the essential liquid. The certainty stems from a substantial number of studies that, over the course of a decade, have produced indisputable proofs, like the one created in 2004 by Opportunity, which found the traces of genuine and personal marbles. It would be ice on top of the red planet's surface. Is it possible that Mars' existence was created by the presence of water? How could life have arrived on Earth solely through the imprint of a Martian asteroid? As we move forward with the classification of the previous decade, we come across the programmable muscle cells, the microbiome, and the Exoplanets at the second position, a much more obscure research field. In 2000, they were only known as 5. We currently have over 500, and the rate of growth is so rapid that an iPhone and iPad application has been developed to notify users of each new entry. The majority of the Exoplanets that have been discovered are enormously gassy, inhospitable for life, and do not know how to play. Like the poker with 4 enormous players that does not know how to play. We have discovered an infinitesimal speck of sky. If the statistic is true, only 100 million people from other countries would live in Via-Lattia. The NASA satellite Kepler is an example of this. A body that brings to life the possibility of discovering alien life in the life of a young astronomer who is currently working in this research field.